What's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for joining me today for episode number 89 of the Car 5 podcast. You guys know me, of course. I'm your host, Joshua. For today's episode, we're going to be talking about Aston Martin and how their DBZ Centenary Collection has officially been unveiled. So as usual, everyone, let's go ahead and just dive right into things. As a quick refresher for everybody, the DBZ Centenary Collection is two vehicles from Aston Martin that are basically a matching set that are a celebration of collaboration and partnership between Aston Martin and Zagato. It's a $7 million worth pair of cars that you get. Now, one is more of a classic type of car, and one is a rendition of one of the Aston Martin's cars already today, a little bit of a beefed up version of it, but the cool thing is they are a matching pair. In my eyes, the way I look at it is it's a car collector's dream. I think if you can get a matching pair of a modern day car and a classic kind of car, it's just something, this is just me personally, I think it's ultimately pretty cool. We actually did an episode about this previously in this podcast, so if you haven't checked out, be sure you do, and you can get a little bit more detail. But now that everything has officially been unveiled, we can talk about some of the further specifications. Now, really quickly, before we continue, just want to put this out there. I'm trying a different type of video edit. So if you guys are actually watching on the YouTube channel, let me know what you think. If you think the quality is a little bit better, perfect. That's what I'm going for. But if you think it's maybe not as good or it looks kind of the same, let me know as well. But from what I can see, it looks like it's working out okay. So getting back to the episode, the first Aston Martin you get, now that it's been unveiled, part of the DBZ Centenary Collection, is the DBS GT Zagato, which is basically, from what I can tell, a beefed up version of the DBS Superleggera. And what that means is you're going to be utilizing a 5.2 liter twin turbocharged V12, giving you 715 horsepower, quick correction, and 663 foot-pounds of torque. Your 0 to 60 time is 3.4 seconds, and your top speed is 211 miles per hour. Now that the actual image of the car has been unveiled, it kind of reminds me of a version of a Ferrari that I like. And I'm not talking, looks, I'm just talking about color combinations. Because you can see gold accents throughout the entire car, and I'm looking at the image of it right now, as well as a carbon fiber roof. Now, there's not too many cars I like that out there with gold wheels, which is what this car does have. But I have to say, I really do like a deep red Ferrari F12 Berlinetta with gold wheels, as well as an ultraviolet purple. Yes, you heard that right. Ultraviolet purple Porsche GT3 RS with gold wheels. Outside of those two, I can't really envision myself in a car with gold wheels, except for this one. The DBS GT Zagato looks absolutely phenomenal. Love the red on it. The gold accents, the carbon fiber roof, and the gold wheels look great. Now, that's a quick rendition of the first car you get. The second Aston Martin you get, which is the one I'm kind of more excited about because there's not too many classic cars I like out there. This is one of them, and the other one is the Mercedes-Benz 300 SL Gullwing. But this is called the DB4 GT Zagato Continuation. Got to make sure I said that correctly. And it's basically, from what a lot of people have been talking about and what I'm seeing, potentially one of the most beautiful automotive creations ever. And that's just not my opinion. It's kind of a mass opinion of some really big car collectors out there as well. And it is based on the DB4 from the late 50s and early 60s. The DB4 GT Zagato Continuation is going to be utilizing a 4-speed manual transmission and a straight 6 engine that's going to be producing 380 horsepower. And the cool thing is that it's just unique in the sense of it matches as much aspects as they can, obviously, as the DBS GT Zagato. It's got the same red paint trim, a little bit of gold accents on there, but not as much. But basically, from what I can tell, it's just unique in the way that it's not an exact match, but it's pretty close. I think the reason they decided to do this, again, is just a celebration of their collaboration and partnership. It's just a unique opportunity to own something special is pretty much how I would put it. If you're a car collector out there already, This is definitely one to add to your collection. If you're not a car collector and you have to have $7 million lying around and you want to spend it on something cool and unique that no one else is going to have, this is probably going to be a good investment for you. Now, the basically beefed up version of the Superleggera, the DBS GT Zagato, deliveries for that car for customers that have already placed orders are expected for end of 2019. Whereas orders for the DBS GT Zagato the DB4 GT Zagato continuation is end for completion of 2020 is when those deliveries are expected to take place. Again, this is just something that's kind of cool. Looking at the pictures, it's just unique. I know in the previous episode and looking at them now, from everything we were talking about how it's a matching set, and it is a matching set. They're a little different, but it's just something cool. I don't know what it is about it. There's really not too much to tell other than you just got to own the cars themselves. If you have the opportunity to get your hands on them, that'd be great. I wish there was more we could go over, but to my knowledge and everything, that's kind of it. But ladies and gentlemen, that's all we got for episode number 89. Please let me know what you think of the video quality of this one. Don't forget to follow on Instagram. Don't forget to like on Facebook. If you guys are checking out the podcast, thank you so much. If you're watching on YouTube already, thank you. If you guys are not watching on YouTube already, feel free to head out to the channel, the Car 5 Podcast. Just browse around. If you guys see what you like, hit that subscribe button. If you don't mind, leave a like on this video as well. You know, if you ever need anything from me, just shoot me an email, info@car5podcast.com. Don't forget, if you guys are in the market for your favorite hat or shirt, accessory, jacket from your favorite car company, check out the link in the description, www.tlog.com. Got a coupon code for you guys as well, so you can get your hands on the sickest car merchandise. Last but not least, don't forget to tune in for episode number 90. We're going to be talking about Lotus's all-new electric hypercar, the Lotus Evija. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. Please remember to drive safe and have a fantastic evening. Thank you.